Yeah, welcome to the open book, where truth don't hide, stories ride, and every chapter got that power. Turn the page, now you stepping in, where real ones talk and the fake pretend. From viral heat to deep convo, we write the truth, let the whole world know. This ain't just a channel, it's a movement. The open book, every story, every voice.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the open book. This is your host, Latoshia. I hope everyone is having a terrific Tuesday. Happy Veterans Day to all veterans. Thank you so much for your sacrifice, your commitment, your courage, tenacity, and fearlessness. Okay, do y'all know how fearless you have to be to fight? Okay, on the front lines, a lot of people for their country and on behalf of the people of that country. So enjoy your day today. If you are a veteran, also there are a lot of restaurants and places that are giving away free items today, free food, and so forth. Go get it all, okay? Because you deserve it. Go get it all. But happy Veterans Day. I know my kids, they had to go to school. I have to go to work, but there are certain schools off today. Some businesses are closed today. Banks and stuff, they're closed as well. So yeah, happy Veterans Day. Let's see who we have here so far. Hey, Elaine. Elaine says she's first. Okay, come on now. Thank you for coming, Elaine, and being first in the building. I appreciate that, sis. Good morning. Good morning, Max. Thank you for joining. Welcome. Hey, T. Smith. Good morning, sis. Thank you for joining. And T. Smith, I love to hear your comments. Okay. And girl, you had me tickled. I forgot to say this the other day. You were on, I think, Gigi's panel, and Gigi was trying to ask you questions. You said, Gigi, they were on your panel. You should have asked. You should have asked them that. That was so funny. You said, I'm going to stand on what I know. Okay. But I love your comments and your commentary that you share on the panels. Keep going, sis. Okay. Today is a good day for some justice. Okay. Hey, Frodo's welcome. Thank you so much for joining, sis. Good morning, SG. Thank you all so much for joining. And make sure everyone that's here, make sure y'all tap that like button. Let everyone know we are live, okay? Shout out to Aurora. Welcome. Thank you for joining, sis. And thank you, Nick, for the first super sticker of the day. She said, good morning, OB. Thank you, sis. I appreciate that. And thank you for being a sponsor for today's live. Elaine said we need to send Holly Weird and Carla to the military because they not they pow back. Okay. Okay. Hey, that's where she needs to go. She needs to go to some basic training. Okay, because she probably would have done better in this situation. Her life, freedom, I should say, would not be at stake. And Romeca will probably still be here. Okay. Not to say, hey, everybody doesn't have to fight, but hey, if you wanted to smoke and you calling for someone, you got to be ready. Okay, you got to be ready if they come with it, though. That's what I don't get. You can't call for me and then back down and get scared when I show up. Okay, hey, Latrice, good morning, sis. Welcome. So, first, let me give a shout out to Divine Psychic. Now, yesterday, y'all, hey, Susan, we watched one of her videos, and today we're going to watch another one that's a little shorter regarding Romeca and Holly. Okay. Now, yesterday, Divine Psychic saw my live, y'all. And so she gave me a compliment. I shared it on my community wall about the commentary. And I appreciate her allowing us to review and react to her video. And so she's doing a phenomenal job. She has a whole series over this, okay? Justice for Romeca, like I told her, we're on assignment. You know, I truly feel that we need to continue to bring awareness, keep Romeca's name out there, because we are praying that justice is served. And a lot of things that were shared yesterday, like I told you, of course, it's for entertainment purposes. And let me say my disclaimer right now. This live is for educational and entertainment purposes only, and is covered under the Fair Use Act. Information shared is alleged in our opinions as we react to various topics and people. Now, some of the things y'all, one of her supporters said she was tickled. She was laughing when I was saying, now who is Donovan? Who has the Tahoe? Okay, I'm asking y'all like y'all know. We all trying to figure this out. But y'all, somebody came up under the live yesterday. Now, if y'all didn't see the live yesterday, make sure you check that out. But I don't know how true it is. Okay, I have not verified this information. Don't even know where to start to verify it. But someone came under the video yesterday and said that Donovan is Ladre. I don't know if that's his real name or not, but y'all, if that is his real name, I am going to be tickled because your name's showing up in the spirit, in the spiritual realm. Romeca not playing with you. Now, I don't know if that's his name or not, okay? But someone came up under my comments and said Donovan is Ladre. Shout out to Elaine for the super sticker and for being a sponsor for today's live. Thank you so much, Elaine. God bless you. I appreciate that. Okay, so y'all, we're going to get into a couple of things this morning. The first thing I want to do is bring some awareness to Latoshia Daniels. Okay, now we've seen Holly Ween. We call her Holly Ween. Some of y'all call her Hollywood, and all of this. We've seen her laughing a whole lot. Okay, we've seen the "I would never" videos, and I'm gonna show that today for those of you who have not seen it, and for those of you who've seen it, we're going to review that. But a lot of antagonizing, trying to be funny and things like that, potentially just laughing at this whole situation, maybe feeling that, hey, mission accomplished, right? You got the man, right? Is that what you feel? Okay. So sometimes we can laugh in one place, but then end up crying a little later when consequences for actions hit you. Okay, because right now it just seems like she's gotten away with it, y'all. It looks like they got away with it, but things are still being done behind the scenes. Okay, she has not, I don't think, come to grip with her freedom, her life could potentially change forever. She has a newborn baby, y'all. A newborn baby. Okay. Now, this case is still an ongoing case. What is she going to do? Your child, okay, will have to grow up without you in his life. Yesterday, we talked about that. I truly do not feel that she was thinking clearly. Okay. Now, I did put a poll. Make sure y'all vote in the poll. Do you think it was premeditated? Did she have time to think through this process? Or was this something that was spur of the moment? Like she brought her weapon that day, but wasn't really thinking about unaliving someone, but just in case, she got to protect herself in Chicago, or Romeca came up on her just in case. Those are two different things. Was it something thought through in the beginning, or was it something, a reaction to what was taking place? So I want to hear y'all's thoughts. Make sure you vote in that poll on today. Good morning. What is it? 12 sexy. Okay. Thank you for joining today. I appreciate that, Elaine, and I appreciate you all as well. Hey, Karen, welcome. Okay, Elaine, you better say it. The same thing that makes you laugh can also make you cry. Neek said, I don't think it is because he has a rap sheet under the same name as his profile, unless perhaps it's his middle name. Oh, okay. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I didn't want to confirm that. But that would have been funny if his name has a D, Donovan, Donald in it, y'all. I'm gonna be too tickled because baby, she is scaring him. Okay, Aurora said she thinks it was planned also. This let's see, premeditated. Okay, Elaine said premeditated. So yeah. So before we get into it, y'all, it's content creator Mama Mia Bree, and she has a lot of great videos. I watch her videos over on TikTok, and she did an interesting video. And the caption of the video says, attempting to build happiness off another woman's pain. Okay, and I said, girl, you better say it. So I want to start off with our opener and show y'all this video. I have a lot of different uh, treats within this video, I should say, call them treats, but different videos and things that I want to show y'all. I know yesterday we ended with a tribute that Terry Dow did in honor of Romeca. I did not realize that Romeca's cousin did that song. I didn't know that. So I did a little research and homework, I should say, and I went and found the whole video. And y'all, it was like, wow, I never knew that video existed. So I want us to look at that as well, because some of y'all may not have seen that either. But even the words, y'all, oh, touched my heart. So let's get into today's show. Nick said, I think her prior thoughts manifested, opportunity presented itself, and she took it. Oh, that's deep. Hey, honey, 5K, welcome, sis. Hi, mommy. She has a previous record already. She lived by the sword. This is planned. Wow. Okay. All right, here we go. Let me see if I can make it bigger.
Meals for her kids, doing homework, normal motherly things. While Krishan is running around here on every podcast looking crazy, okay, crying at the airport about Blueface,
Hey, D,
right?
good morning.
We know how Krishan came into the picture as a side hoe. Same with Holly, right? If you don't know about the Romeca versus Holly and Carlos case, then you need to get into it, okay? She was a mother that moved on with her life after being cheated and beaten by her baby daddy, okay? Moved on with her life, and his new baby mama and him was taunting her, right? The new baby mom went and got a CCL and a TPO off of old evidence that Romeca did to her or said to her. Never met this lady. Never ever met this lady, but all of the evidence dated back from 2023 when Holly first came into the picture. All right. In 2025, when Romeca died, she was moved on with her life, had a man, had a new house. Baby daddy didn't know her address, moved on, right? Romeca was supposed to be like Jaden, right? Got the weight off her shoulders. She's no longer looking back. While the new baby mom who came in thought she was going to shit on me, right? Now she's going through what I used to go through. You thought you knew the band better than me, but I knew to get the hell on. I let you have him for a reason because I knew he was no good and I knew he was going to drag you the same way he dragged me. Now look at it. Look at him. Holly is viral. Every time I wake up, I see her face about her being a murderer. Krishan, viral. Every time I see her face, it's about her being a bad mother. Unfortunately, Holly and Carlos determined Romeca's fate on September 8th. She didn't have a chance to move on and be happy and freely like Jaden. Ladies, you cannot build happiness off a woman's broken heart. It will never turn into your favor, okay? Because now you're going to go through what she went through, but 20 times worse. When I tell you that, Holly, girl, life will never be the same.
Okay.
Never. And I hate that Romeca didn't have the chance to finally be the mom that she always wanted to be with her, to her son, without all that drama, without him witnessing the fights and the arguments. Now it's just her and her son. And that is when the house is the happiest. Like, the drama is gone. I could fully be here for you, son. It's just me and you. And unfortunately, Holly and Carlos took that away from her. But I just want y'all to see the crash outs on the left-hand side of my screen. These two women thought they could come in and build happiness off a woman's broken heart. Y'all see how Jaden's on TikTok making meals for her kids, doing homework.
And I agree with her. When you try to go after something, anything that that's really for you, you shouldn't have to fight over, try to scheme and do this. I gotta unalive this. He's still not going to want to be with you. If he truly wants to be with you, he would have been with you, right? Okay. So with even the Latoshia Daniels lady, and y'all, her trial was very short, and it didn't take the jury very long to come up with their verdict. Okay. Um, Even with her, the guy no longer wanted to be with her. He was already married. So, child, you already in the wrong. Okay. If another woman has a man's heart, trying to get rid of the other woman does not mean that he is going to want to be with you. Okay? So find someone or allow someone to find you that wants you. That's the only way it's going to work. Okay, yeah, she was talking nothing but facts. Elaine said it never works out. Right. I hate she didn't have the opportunity to become a wife, a great mom, have peace, and become a nurse and a doctor. Me too, Elaine. Me too. I really, really hate that. But y'all, I've even said this too. I feel that even that day, her last day, I think she felt something. I think she felt that that was going to be her last moment. And the reason that I say that is in the letter she wrote to her son. Now, she has written, we've even seen on the video, I think last week or the week before, she has written sweet notes to him on social media before, but that particular note, for some reason, I feel that she knew something in her spirit. Okay. You've ever been around a person that passed away and you look back and you're like, man, that's why such and such was doing that. That's why he went around and said goodbyes on his birthday and we didn't know why. They feel something, but just don't quite know when. And I just wonder, did she feel that something bad was about to happen? Hi, Brittany. Welcome. Now, we've even heard on Mara, she was another tarot reader where she stated that Romeca was letting her know to some, y'all know, entertainment purposes only, that there were calls being made to her, okay, as well, saying, we're going to get you. Now, I don't know when those calls were made, allegedly, if that was, true. Uh, but if people are saying we're going to get you, now you're in a situation. Okay. Think about this. Even if they came from text now messages, and now you are on a scene, okay, with your baby's father who has attempted to fight you in front of your son's school before, not too long before either. Okay. We don't know what conversations they've had. We know that she was also in fear. Hence, the text messages that she sent to her own family. Okay, welcome everyone that's coming in. Thank y'all for joining. Her own family, she said she was in fear. And she put a picture or video of him standing right there and sent that to her family. There's also another text that I believe Travel Island shared where she had just told her family in July that she would, or it was either July, August, forgive me if the dates are wrong. I think it was either one of those months. And she said that she may have to go ahead and get a restraining order on him so that she doesn't have to be scared. Now, she did at one point have a restraining order on him, but she was trying to give him a chance. See how some women, we're trying to give these men chances, because her sister said she wanted to give him a chance to be a father because Romeca's father passed away when she was young. Okay. Sometimes as moms, we want different for our children. We want better for our children. She wanted her son to have a relationship with his father. Okay. And which also showed in the message that she had put, one of those last posts she put, I believe in August. Okay. That was that August post about how you're saying you're going to do certain things and then you don't do it. See, that when dads do that, or even moms, because sometimes you have single dads and the moms, they promise things. They say that they're going to get things and then they don't. Okay. That is setting your child's heart up to be broken. So she probably covered a lot for him. Okay, she probably, if he said he's gonna get some shoes, she's gonna make sure her son has shoes, whether he did it or not. And really, I believe the sister, Romeca's sister, just said on Gigi's panel, where are his shoes that you said that you was gonna get? Okay, because a lot of stuff allegedly he does for show, for social media. Okay, quit promising things and not going through with it. Okay. Okay, thank you, the highest point. My grandmother said that God don't leave us a fool. I think we all know when our times are up. Okay, I agree. Let's see here. Welcome everyone coming in. Thank y'all so much. Make sure y'all are tapping the like button. Brittany said, I think that she felt that something wasn't right. Open book. I agree with you. Right, right. Good morning, Latte. Welcome, sis. All right. So then, y'all, let me pull this up right quick. Give me 1 second. Because I want to show how these things always work out and go in our favor. Okay. And some of y'all may have heard this. Okay. And I'm comparing, I want to give you a short overview of the Latoshia Daniels lady and how she, now this is what's so ironic. She unalived the man. Okay, now she shot the wife, but she unalived the man. In Holly's situation, she unalived the woman, Romeca. Okay, now I don't know if one of those bullets were meant for Carlos. See, we don't know. The the third bullet could have been for him, and she missed. Okay, we don't know because she was definitely in her feelings probably that morning. Okay. My daughter's father was a Carlos. He's in prison now. I'm so thankful that I got out. Okay. And I'm thankful you did too. Because y'all, the reality is some women don't make it out. And I'm glad that you got out. And I really hate that Romeca, in this, she was moving on. She had blocked him from knowing where she stayed, knowing her phone number. But these were places he knew she would be. He knew where she worked. He knew where their child went to school. So he had to pick a place where he knew she would be. And that's why I hear about even, on that movie Enough with Jennifer Lopez and stuff. And y'all, it bothers me that when women are going through abusive situations and they tell the woman to go and get a restraining order. What is that piece of paper supposed to do? If this man has beat me before, he's black in my eye, he's thrown me down staircases. No, he needs to be in jail because that piece of paper is not going to do anything when he comes back. That's why she decided to take things into her own hands because she knew he was going to try to come after her again. Okay? So that's the thing. That piece of paper does not always work in abusive relationships. And so some women have to make a plan on how they're going to get out. And Romeca, it appears as though, had a plan. She was trying to finish school, okay? She was not letting him know where she lived because he had already, her sister even mentioned that, had already made her, lose several places because he would show up and destroy her things. And you think that's love? I can't, do you know your son lives here with me? So why would you destroy the very place your son lives at with his mom? Why would you destroy that? Okay, so now he had to keep going from place to place. No stability in where they live because of daddy. What are you going to tell him about that? Okay. What are you going to tell him about that part? So she did have a plan. Okay, Romeca had got out, but it seems that they were all bothered by it. Oh, definitely. His ego could not take that. Okay. I feel like his ego couldn't take that she had moved on and had a new man. Okay. Definitely couldn't handle that. Meeks says she had one. It does absolutely nothing. Yeah, it's just a piece of paper. Right. The highest point said only God can help you escape the pit of hell a narc drags you into. Come on now. I say this from experience. What they don't understand is that when they dig a pit for you, they might as well dig one for themselves. Ooh, now you better say that. He wanted to tear her down. I agree. I definitely agree. Okay. Now, with Latoshia Daniels, okay, she was on trial on charges of murder and attempted murder after allegedly attacking a pastor and his wife. Okay. Her trial had started on November the 4th of this year. Now, they had originally charged her with first-degree murder of Brodus Perry, who was the pastor. Okay. He was committing adultery all up in the pulpit, giving sermons. Okay. And the attempted murder of his wife, Tabitha Perry, at their Collierville apartment on April the 4th, 2019. So I also wanted y'all to notice that just because, and we said this last week, some stuff is not immediate when it comes to justice, okay? This took place back in 2019, but she was just found guilty on yesterday. We are now in 2025. Okay, think about that thing. Now, the police said that Latoshia, she was first an acquaintance of this couple dating back to when they lived in Little Rock, Arkansas. And she arrived at their home and spoke with the Perrys for approximately 40 minutes. Okay, so she had time to think about this. You had time. 40 minutes, y'all had a whole conversation. And it made me think back to when Romeca pulled up on the scene, y'all. They had time. Because allegedly, there was a whole conversation that took place before any of this happened. So in that moment, and my question is to Holly, why did you not perceive her to be an immediate threat to you? That you were in immediate danger when she pulled up? Because to me, there was a lot of going back and forth. Carlos is trying to put her into the car. You know, you coming over to the car, she trying to get in. She about to leave. He moving his truck. You hitting the hood allegedly of the car. All of this stuff. It was plenty of time in between. That's thinking time. That's time to see, do I really, really need to do this? So then, y'all, when the pastor's wife say, hey, you got to go, okay? When Tabitha said, I'm going to escort you up out of here, then Latoshia allegedly at that time pulled a gun from her jacket. Uh-oh. Now, see, some people were saying, you know, David Brown, Ladre were saying that Holly had the gun on her. Now, the only way, like I told y'all, that I could see that that gun was on her, she had on that black jacket. And the pockets on there, to me, did not look that deep. Now, I could be wrong. That's the only other place I could see her having a weapon. And to me, if you already have a weapon that's loaded in your jacket, okay, welcome everyone coming in. Scorpio Mama, Black Paris, okay, Real Talk Sherry, thank y'all for coming on in. Then to me, that shows you were already planning something. Even if it's on you, Why do you have a weapon already loaded on you? Okay, y'all go with me on this. I'm trying to show y'all some comparisons, okay, where we are potentially going with Holly. Okay, let's see. Elaine said, "Oh hell no, we are not waiting that long." Right, 40-minute conversation, child. Romeca is getting justice this year. Oh, you talking about the year? You said we're not waiting no 6 years. Okay, hey Catherine, welcome. All right, so it took 6 years in this case. Okay, so then she pulled out this gun from her jacket and she shot him, I'm sorry, Brodus multiple times. Okay, then she told the police, y'all, that while shooting um the husband, okay, Latoshia was saying, "You broke my heart." So while she's shooting him over and over, all she kept thinking and saying is, "You broke my heart." He was shot multiple times in the head and the torso, and he died at the hospital. Now, during the time, his wife was standing there, y'all. And when she knelt down to check on her husband, this is how out of the mind this lady was. Latoshia told her to get out of the way before shooting her in the shoulder. And then check this out. She reloaded her gun. So this lady had time to reload. Okay. Police determined the gun used was a Ruger 9mm. I don't know what that is. Y'all know I'm not skilled and knowledgeable in guns. And it was loaded with 5 rounds. Lord have mercy. When officers seized it. And at the time of his death, he was the executive pastor at Mississippi Boulevard Christian Church. Okay. Now, y'all, this part here got me about arrest. I had to read this little part right here. Now, a police report and affidavit reveals shocking details about the moments when she was pretty much arrested. Because I didn't know all of this transpired after, they arrested her. Let's see here. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Give me 1 second. I hope it's the right one. Okay, here it is. Now, when the officers arrived, y'all, this part got me. She did not want to put her gun down. This is how crazy this lady was over this man and how broken her heart was. So one of the officers had to shoot her with 1 round, okay, from a less lethal shotgun to disarm her because she wouldn't put it down. Then after that, she was taken to Baptist Memorial in Collierville. And after being treated, police had said that Latoshia tried to run away from officers when she was getting discharged from the hospital. I was like, now wait a minute. What did this man do to this one? Okay. So she took out, I could see how, okay, because someone brought up a good point on that. When the officer was trying to arrest Holly, she wasn't putting her hands behind her back at first. It looked like she was about to resist arrest. Okay. I don't know, but I could see it too. She doesn't want to go to jail, just like the C-man, Carlos. He's not going to want to go to jail, y'all. Think about the previous police report that Keys had shared where he was resisting arrest, flailing his arms, okay, moving his body so that he didn't have to get arrested. Okay. Oh, the girlfriend, this one here, Gretchen, and welcome everyone just coming in. Thank y'all for joining. Jay Thomas said she was locked up for her murder. Holly Ho should be locked up now too while investigation continues. Okay, that part. We need to make sure she at least get locked up and you just wait it out. Okay, till your trial comes, ma'am. Just like the other girl. And I think her trial keeps getting moved. The one that shot the black guy, the white girl that had shot that black guy, but she was trying to make it look like he was abusing her. She was a TikToker. Her trial was supposed to start next month, y'all. They've moved it again. Okay. So sometimes they get jail time and they'll just count it time served off of their, sentence. And her sentence is actually next month. Hey, Nicole, good morning, sis. Holly looked like a psychopath standing like that after she did what she did. Yes, she had no emotion. That's what we were saying yesterday, y'all. She had no emotion, nothing in her eyes. Yes, on yesterday's video, she was talking about serial killer, and we were like, has she done that before? Because some people, they get used to it. Okay, when we watch these movies and things, baby, these people are used to that. That's just their life. That's just what they're accustomed to. So they don't get scared and start shaking because, hey, that's what they're trained to do or used to doing. Okay. Elaine said they're lying. She didn't have not the pow pow on her. They're trying to change the narrative because she had that pow pow in the car with that baby. Thank you. I believe the witness that she went around to the passenger side of the vehicle to grab it. The reason that I don't think they want to admit that part is also because it would have looked premeditated, because you had a loaded weapon in your car that you had time. See, the key word right now is time. Did you have time to go and get it? Time to think about it? Did you feel that you were in imminent danger because she's trying to claim self-defense? But like Mr. Brown said, Carlos was moving his truck allegedly to let little Miss Holly wean out. You had time to get into your car and leave. Okay, we can't forget that part. Okay, we cannot forget that part. She had time. Now, when police told Latoshia Daniels to place her hands behind her back, she allegedly jerked away. She shoved an officer and ran out of her room down the emergency room hall. Officers yelled for her to stop, but she continued through the door leading to the ICU part of the hospital. Police caught up to her, but Daniels then allegedly grabbed an officer's shirt and started swinging, hitting one officer. Okay. And then eventually, officers were able to roll her over onto her stomach and place her under arrest. I just could not believe it. So then, y'all, after doing all of that, she just was being held without bond. She not only resisted arrest, but child, she took these people, they had to chase her and everything. Okay, because my thing is, don't do the crime if you don't want to do the time. Okay, clearly you went there with that in mind. You had a loaded weapon already on you. So you had time to think about it. And so now, y'all, she actually was convicted of lesser charges. Now, I told y'all, the self-defense claim, in my opinion, with Holly is out the window. Okay, for a lot of reasons. We talked about those reasons. To me, it's out the window. Child, look, this is either manslaughter, first degree, second degree. Okay, we're moving on up. Pick one. Pick a charge. Now, this lady, she was convicted of second degree murder and reckless endangerment, which are lesser charges than she was initially indicted on. Okay. And she is set to be sentenced on December the 17th, because her trial only lasted a week, child. And it did not even take the jury a long time to decide. Certain things are just, like I said, clear cut. Okay. You went there with that in mind. And to me, if you have a loaded weapon on you, you really thought that through too, because she didn't have time to load her weapon. Holly, this lady, she had a loaded weapon and she reloaded. Okay, she reloaded hers. Gretchen said, "Oh wow, she had no business with that married man." Yeah, but some of them men lie. That part can happen too. Hey, Anomaly. Wait, that's not. Is that Anomaly? No, I'm looking at that wrong. She said, "Absolutely." I thought that was Anomaly's name. Romeca didn't want to be away from her family, but they didn't care. Okay. Hey, Honey Drip. Good morning, sis. And I believe the witness too. Me too. I believe she did go and get that weapon. All right, so let me take that down. All right, so let me see one thing. Okay. So y'all, before we get into the other video I wanted to show y'all regarding Holly, I was mentioning earlier her brother, Romeca's brother, not Holly's brother. Romeca's brother did a video, and I want to show y'all this in the middle of our transition over to more of the Holly situation. Let me pull that up because I had never seen this video. I know yesterday. Um, Terry Dow had shared a tribute he did. And that's when he told us that that was Romeca's cousin. And her cousin is under Boss 30. If y'all want to look him up on YouTube, I wanted to show this tribute video that they did in honor of Romeca. We love you, Mimi. Long live my motherfucker.
You can kill this motherfucker, man. Spaz be making hits. What? I'm still asking God. I'm still asking God why. Oh Lord, Lord, why? Can you please tell me why? They left my blood up in the streets. My auntie fell and hit her knees. That's my blood, that's my cousin. BIP, little baby Meeks. Roller cousin's last letter. This shit really getting to me. You can't be here full of lows, and this shit all because of lows. That Holly bitch gon' get a day. My cousin died in the worst way. She left her son without a mama. This'll never be okay. All your brothers going through it. Sister, mama, cousin, auntie too. That mean me, we heard about you. That mean me, this shit ain't true. For your funeral go red, we ain't stopping, they gon' cry like we did. We push it to bed. Let's see boo come through and stump. Wrap them up, push it in trunk. I promise, boy, for me, boy, I won't eat until somebody slump. Shots fat, these niggas drunk. Fuck around, come through and dump. I love you, baby Meeks. This shit one for you, baby Meeks. We can't get our last dance. We can't go outside the tea. I'm just scrolling down your page, loving every post I see. You like pimpin', I'm like Mike. You know we need our 33. Chopper burn them third degree. Kill them, then fly overseas. I hope the Lord forgive me for my sins. For me, we take it 3. One by one, then go repeat. Roll them up, he think it's sweet. Roll them up, he think it's chicken. We don't play about baby Meeks, and we don't play about baby Ren, and we don't play about baby Nee. They know that. I'm still asking God why. Oh Lord, Lord, why? Can you please tell me why? They left my blood up in the streets. My auntie fell and hit her knees. That's my blood, that's my cousin. BIP, little baby Meeks. Roller cousin's last letter. This shit really getting to me. You can't be here full of lows, and this shit all because of lows. That Holly bitch gon' get a day. My cousin died in the worst way. She left her son without a mama. This'll never be okay. All your brothers going through it. Sister, mama, cousin, auntie too. That mean me, we heard about you. That mean me, this shit ain't true. For your funeral, white blue. For your funeral, go red. We ain't stopping, they gon' cry like we did. We push it to bed. We push it to bed. We ain't stopping, we ain't stopping. We gon' put them bed.
Meeks, millionaire, home girl, pioneer.
Wow. Justice for Meeks. Wow. Now that's love. You could tell, y'all, she was definitely loved by many. Oh my gosh, she was loved by many. And shout out to her cousin, Boss 30. He did that and he said that B Holly gonna get her day. Okay, come on. We are speaking that into existence. Okay. You don't get away. That's one thing. You definitely don't get away. And some people were saying that in the chat yesterday that she probably has not had a good night's rest since that day. Okay. She probably has not. Carlos hasn't either. I truly feel that. They haven't because they know that she did not deserve that. His name is on the screen. Yes, for those of you who want to follow him and to look at more of his music, because I believe he has another tribute on there as well. So make sure y'all check that out. And like he said, you know, this is affecting her mom, her son, all of them as well. Okay. Now, y'all, I wanted to pull up this video. And shout out to Divine Psychic Tarot Reader. She saw our video yesterday and loved it. And we appreciate her for allowing us to react to her videos because, like I said, y'all, it's for entertainment purposes only. And one one thing I can say, even if we don't know who they're talking to in these videos, baby, if they're out there, they know. Okay, Donald or Donovan, whoever you are, you know who you are. You know who you are that drive the Tahoe. What connections do y'all have in Florida and in Arizona? See, people know. They know, so we don't even have to say it. They will definitely know the truth. Okay. And so I'll pause it. This was not as long as yesterday's, but we'll pause along the way and just discuss some of the things that we have seen or connected to some of the things that may be stated here.
The Divine Psychic Tarot Investigator. Thank you guys so very much for clicking on this video. I hope that you guys are doing well and that you're having an amazing Sunday. Thank you so very much for joining. So we're going to be doing a reading on Romeca Meeks Blackman. So I am starting a Romeca Meeks Blackman series because, you know, this case is definitely ongoing and we want to get down to the bottom of everything that happened with her situation. All right. I have noticed that there have been some distasteful comments left under my Romeca Meeks Blackman reading that I put on here. And I just ask that if you don't have nothing nice to say, then just don't put it in my chat section. It's giving jealousy. That's what it's giving. And have a nice day. All right. Anyway, let's jump into the reading. We want to find out how Romeca feels about Holly, right? So let's jump into it.
Right, Gretchen.
How does Romeca feel about Holly Johnson? Okay, how does Romeca feel about Holly Johnson?
I saw Ida.
We have the Three of Swords in reverse. We have the King of Swords in reverse. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. She was heartbroken. She views her as somebody that was heartbroken about a man. And then there was something here about a pregnancy, or she thought that because she got pregnant by, I guess, her baby daddy, that it was going to be all love. We have the Empress and the Four of Swords.
Now, let me say this to that. This is my opinion on that. I feel that Holly saw that Carlos's heart was with Romeca. Okay. They share a bond, which was their son. Now, some women, and this is not just Holly, but some women feel that in order to be on an equal playing field, that they too want to have a baby by that man, which is one reason why I question how much she really cared for this baby, okay, and wanted this baby. Because the reason I say that is, think about the danger she put her son in on that day. Shooting across that vehicle and also putting a gun back into the vehicle with a live round in it. Okay? Shout out to Sunshine for the super sticker and for being a sponsor for today's live. Thank you so much, sis. I appreciate that. Okay. Purple Paradox said, I'm listening to the song. Now he did a great job. Yes. And good morning. Okay. So, yes, she thought that was going to place her on equal playing field with Romeca.
In the Knight of Staffs, almost as if she felt like she should have been held at a different standard than Romeca. Alright? And when she didn't get treated like that as the Empress, then that's when the problems came in. How does Romeca feel about Holly?
Right, honey, 5K.
We have the Six of Swords. Like, why did you come where... She feels like, why did she come where she was at? Like, why? You feel me? Why? Five of Pentacles in the Chariot. Alright? She feels as if she did not have to come where she was at. Like, who told you to come over there? Like, who told you to come where I was at? What's the Chariot and the Six of Swords? You have the Page of Swords and the Four of Pentacles here. We also have the Four of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups in reverse. What's the Page of Swords, the Four of Coins, the Eight of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the King of Swords here? What is the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Swords? You know, definitely that there was, you know, issues between these three, her baby daddy and her and the other baby mama. You know, she feels like there was definitely issues. I'm not gonna lie, she could be talking about how she feels as if this person has a history, you know, of dating people, and she's like, she's so fucking worried about me. She needs to be worried about the Queen of Pentacles that he's dealing with behind the scenes as well. All right. Okay, give me a little more. How does Romeca feel about Holly?
Right, the highest point.
We have the Knight of Coins in reverse, the Knight of Staff, that she did not have to come toward her. All right. King of Pentacles upright. What's the King of Pentacles with the the Knight of Staffs? And yeah, the Knight of Coins. We have the Nine of Pentacles here in reverse, and the Four of Swords in reverse with the Two of Swords in reverse. You know, she's definitely saying that this is something that was planned over time. That's how she feels. You know, even if that isn't the case, that's how she feels, like this was planned. There was talks of this because somebody had got tired of the other person. Okay, what's the King of Pentacles? Somebody's very important in her family. Could be a male. We have the Nine of Cups with the King of Pentacles upright. Strength. Somebody's a businessman in her family. Somebody has money. So she's saying, like, once she figured that out, that she started to fall back and just focus on herself. But that was a problem too. Okay, give me more. How does Romeca feel about what Holly did to her? We have the Two of Cups in reverse, the Page of Swords upright, and the Queen of Swords. So maybe she could have found out that Romeca still had been talking to Carlos. And that's when that was the real issue behind all of this.
And I can believe that. And the reason I say that plays a part, before Carlos deactivated his page, okay, I had a chance to go through that page. And also Nick at Night, she actually went live going through the page, right? And there was a picture of him with Holly and the baby, right? Now, his family was having a family event. And it said that Holly surprised him and popped up with the baby to this family event. Now, why isn't Carlos inviting Holly and his baby too, okay, to a family event where this girl feels that she needs to just pop up? How many times does she do that? See, she's the type, she's sneaky in my opinion, because You have been hiding in cars while they were at events, okay, allegedly, popping up at family events. Did you think Romeca was going to be there that day? I wonder, did she have the gun with her that day? That just in case Romeca was at the family event, would it have been used that day? I don't know. Okay. And that was this year because she had her baby with her. So my thing is, and then it's also been alleged that Romeca didn't really know about her being pregnant, okay, until someone told her about the baby shower. And Carlos did not even look happy in that particular those pictures. Okay, it looks very forced. He looks like he doesn't even want to stand there. So my thing is, I believe she knew based off of all of the social media posts, the pictures that were being shared. Okay. She knew they were still talking, that they were still interacting, engaging. Okay. I'm probably getting the groove on as well. Allegedly. I don't know. Hey, that's her baby daddy. Hey, Lolo. Hey, sis. Welcome. And she hated that. Yes, Queen Shailene, clock it. She hated that. Okay. She watched the social media. Hence why I did the post or that video, I should say, about who's stalking who. See, she wanted people to believe based off of that restraining order that Romeca was doing all of this stalking. But Holly, I believe you were doing some watching too. Okay, you can't make me believe that you were not paying attention to her moves. That you weren't seeing, was he over there? Is who he talking to? You probably was going through his phone. Okay, in my opinion. Like when y'all were together, that you looked to see if he was calling Romeca? Were you checking his phone? Okay. Because, child, we still don't know if it was proof attached to that restraining order. And what were you doing? Because this, you making it look like it's just one-sided. So you just sitting back and let me stop sharing this right quick. You just sitting back and minding your own business. No, I don't think so. Okay. Something tells me that you. One reason why.
Every motherfucking day before she brush her teeth or wash her ass or feed her child. She just be wanting to hear my voice, G. Like, she's obsessed with me so bad, it's ridiculous. Now she's talking about, I got her jacket. We got the same jacket. This bitch is so happy that me and her got the same jacket. This jacket's so motherfucking old, G. This shit came out 2-3 years ago. I been had this jacket. Oh, because I didn't take a picture in this jacket. It's a normal jacket. Like, I've been having shit. I don't got to take a picture in a jacket. Like, what the fuck? So, yeah, this bitch is obsessed that me and her got the same jacket. And she's online telling people that what? I have on her jacket, but we have the same jacket.
How do you know?
Gee, these people is weird. Crazy. Get some help. Call 911. I had on a whole new Dolce & Gabbana shirt, though. That's the outfit. The jacket, the coat, is not a part of the outfit. That's to keep warm in. Clock that T. I had on Dolce & Gabbana. I had Dolce & Gabbana on last year, too. Stay Dolce & Gabbana the fuck down. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with a bitch like me, okay? Bitches are weird. Clock that, friend.
No, we clocking it all right.
Wanna be a bitch that calls my baby daddy phone every motherfucking day, all day,
clocking how crazy.
Worried about his second baby mama. I would never want to compete with a bitch like me. I would never be trying to compare myself to a bitch like me. I'm that bitch. The media every motherfucking day before she brush her teeth or wash her.
Okay. Child, who was stalking who? You knew too much, child. Okay, you were watching her page. Because how did you know she was talking about you? Okay, how did you know she had clocked that jacket? You were watching her as well. So quit making it seem like it was all one-sided. Lolo say, let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. Let's pause for a second. Y'all make sure you tap the like button. Let everyone know we are live. Also, you can, if you would like to, you can vote in the poll, and I'll share those results at the end. So just take a little moment. If you have not hit the like, because I know sometimes I go into chats, child trying to be nosy and forget to hit that like. You know, you be in the bushes, okay? Okay, Meeks said she might have had it in that purse, possibly. Okay, Lolo says share the live to let everyone know that Open Book is live, y'all. Thank you, Lolo. Thank you, sis. Because I know Lola be getting off from work and she coming in here supporting. I appreciate it. Okay, he was probably right, Gretchen. Possibly. These guns are making people step outside of themselves. You better say it again. You better say it again. Okay, girl, get them glasses. All right, let's go back. Hey, Shelly Shells. Hey, sis. Okay, thank you for joining too. Let me go back. Okay.
The fact that Romeca, which is the Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, have been having communications with him. And it's like, how do you not expect that to happen when they have a child together? Give me more. How does Romeca feel about what Holly did to her? We have the 10 of coins in reverse and the 6 of cups. She's saying like, okay, you did all that. You did that to me, but he's not going to be with you though when you get through. Ace of cups with the 10 of swords. 10 of swords to her ace of cups. 2 of staff. She's going to have to make a very important decision. All right, the wheel of fortune in reverse and the fool. Was this a destiny stealing? What's the wheel of fortune with the fool?
Right, Miss Lady.
What's the wheel of fortune with the fool for Romeca? We have the 6 of cups in reverse and the 3 of pentacles. This was like some type of destiny takeover. So they thought. But you know, their ace of cups is in reverse along with the 10 of swords. All right. Okay, give me more. What does Romeca want to happen for her case in the future? We have the Fool upright, the Queen of Cups in reverse, and the Ace of Staffs in reverse. The Temperance card and the Knight of Coins. So somebody's a Cancer woman with this Queen of Cups and this Temperance card. The 5 of Swords and the 10 of Staffs in reverse. The Hanged Man. 2 of Pentacles in reverse. And the Knight of Cups in reverse. She doesn't want her to have love. God bless me. And she wants to... She doesn't want her to live a happy life. She wants her to pay for what she's done. But there could be worries. Like, I see a female judge here. And this female judge may not side with the family. You know, and I hate to say that, but that's what I see here.
Now, y'all, we got to clock that. We don't know yet, okay? But let's just clock that and put it in the file cabinet, okay? Because let's pay attention to this, okay? Hold that for later note. Which judge will be in charge, okay? So I'm praying that, you know, hey, the right people are in position for there to be justice, okay? Because y'all know some people know certain people, if y'all know what I mean. And some people don't want this to go down a certain way. Read between the lines, okay? Hopefully certain people cannot be bought. Okay? We'll just clock that because we don't know yet.
Okay, give me more. How does Romeca feel about Holly? We have Aries. Don't take care of their children.
Wait, hold on. What?
All right, how does Romeca feel about...
Who's not taking care of the children? Who not taking care of the children? Let me hear that again.
We have Aries. Don't take care of their children.
And the car is light green, so we couldn't see the writing part. It was too light, I think. But somebody not taking care of those kids. Okay. Now, Romeca, unfortunately, is not here. Carlos. Okay. Romeca's sister said, where are the shoes? Are you taking care of the other baby? I'm just curious. Is Holly taking care of her kids, her little child? Or is she still not able to be around the child? I'm just curious.
All right, how does Romeca feel about Holly?
Hey, Pray, good morning, sis. I believe so too, Miss Lady.
Shady business. You have a choice to make. She's telling her she got a choice to make. What's the choice that she has to make for Romeca? You have arrested.
Wait.
More time alone, she said.
Hold on.
She has to make for Romeca. You have arrested.
Now, y'all, those of you who were here yesterday, okay, this is the second day in a row. Is the Lord trying to tell us something? Okay, somebody is going to get arrested for this. Okay, I'm speaking that into existence. By faith, someone is going to have to pay the price for what happened to Romeca. This particular card came up twice, once on yesterday and once on today. Okay, Kopi said Holly's at Look, girl, you done mixed up the letters. I can't. Wait a minute, I'm trying to figure out the third word. Why she left the baby in the car? She's neglectful, possibly. Oh, yeah. Okay. Right. I agree. I definitely agree. That goes back to, do you even care or want that baby? I believe she thought the baby was going to put her on an equal level field with Romeca. Okay, some women do, y'all. Some women have babies with men to try to keep them. But see, this set her up in a totally different situation, because now you're trying so hard to get this man that you may have very well risked your freedom. And you may not even be with the baby. Okay? Especially like the earlier parts of his life. And my thing too is this. This is why I question the love factor. Okay? For a woman who you just shot another woman, she was losing her life there on the ground, and you were saying that, oh, this is self-defense, right? Well, no, you didn't say that. Carlos said that. The only thing you said was you had a license to carry and you had a restraining order. Now, being that there had been time, think about this, y'all. This is coming to me as we talk about this. Hey, Tasha, welcome, sis. Hi, Beauty by Reesby. Thank you, ladies. Ebony, thank y'all for coming on in. Girl, no, you good. You good. I was trying to catch it. Okay. Think about this, okay? Not once in the reports, as far as the autopsy report, the police report, right, did they first mention the baby. Now, another thing I want to think about on this part, if there was time when Romeca pulled up, okay, she pulled up and was allegedly getting into it with Carlos, according to the security officer, okay? He was saying they were kind of getting into it, right? Now, let's pull in David Brown in the chat from Sunday. He stated that allegedly Carlos had gotten Romeca back into her car. the driver's side. She went ahead and got into the car. He went to his truck at this time, allegedly, to move the truck so that Holly could get out. Okay? Now, Holly was standing in the doorway of her car, allegedly. Then, for some reason, this area right here is a little gray area. Some way, according to the other witness, the first witness, Holly starts going back and forth with Romeca, antagonizing her, and went over to the car, hit the hood of her car, stuff like that. Okay? Now, in all of that time, and then in all the time, Romeca coming around the car, allegedly, I don't know what happened. It's still like a little gray area right here. And then Carlos getting out of his truck. In all of that time, when did she check on the baby? In all of that time. Okay. Then, according to the witness, the little moment, the arguing, going back and forth, she had some time to walk to the passenger side of her vehicle to go and get a gun. Now, let's bring in Ladre for a second. Now, according to Ladre, she even had time, this part, I don't even know why you said this. She had time to get a phone and get on her phone over on the sidewalk. Okay? So in all of that time, this is even before we done got to the video, y'all. When did she check on the baby? In the car. When did she consider her child in the car? Now, let's fast forward. We've had a whole shooting. Romeca's on the ground. People are coming up. Carlos over there doing his D-list acting. Oh, we over here on 21st and State. No. Y'all, that's the loudest we heard him. In any of the other videos when he was around, the other angles, child, you couldn't even hear him. We heard him when he said self-defense, and we heard him when he was yelling out the wrong address. Okay, when he was over there tapping on Romeca, when he was standing around her, things like that, we couldn't hear nothing. Okay, you couldn't hear a peep, but he made sure that stood out. Okay, so then after that, then Holly is standing on the car, like leaning back, not on the car, but y'all know, leaning back on someone else's vehicle. Did y'all ever see the baby in her arms at that moment? No, y'all, I'm hoping it was a real baby there. At this time, we have no visual. The baby's not mentioned. She's not holding the baby at all. If I was so traumatized and I was so concerned, my voice going in and out, can y'all hear me? Uh-oh. Y'all can't hear me? Testing. Shelly, can you hear me? Before we continue, y'all, I want to make sure. Any of the mods, can y'all hear me? You can hear me now? Okay. I want to make sure. Let's see. Tasha said, Holly didn't want the baby. She placed that baby on Lowe's to get to Romeca. Yeah, I agree. Okay, y'all can hear me. Thank you so much. Okay, if you are so traumatized and you love this baby, okay, and you are concerned about your child, we would have seen at least, y'all, throughout this whole interaction, at some point, her holding, comforting her child. We didn't see any of that, which concerns me. Cold Peace TV, girl, at this point, I need some proof. Okay, nowhere in the police report, child, even Carlos was invisible. Okay, the baby was invisible and Carlos was invisible. And I agree, T. Smith. He brought up a baby too. Did he see a real baby in the car? Okay, we got Carlos invisible and we got the baby invisible because they're not the only. Now, I will say in the first report, okay, it did say that she declined help for her baby. It mentioned the baby on that part. She even declined another little piece of evidence. Do you really care? Okay, she didn't even want the baby to go get some help. Okay, any of that. But we never saw her hold that baby. Never. Whatsoever. The highest point said, we all need to send letters to the DA stating that we are all in fear of our lives as long as mentally unstable highly remain free. We need to. Okay, all jokes aside, and that's really, not even funny. I really feel like something mentally is wrong. And you put a weapon in a girl's hand like that, you don't know what she's capable of. Okay? So I definitely agree with that.
Spend some more time alone, she said. Nobody's fool. They want to talk about you, but got a nasty ass house.
Wait a second. Who got a nasty house? Holly, let me find out you got a nasty house and you over there talking about Romeca. Girl, she putting your business on blast. Who got a nasty house? Wait a minute, let me see.
They want to talk about you, but got a nasty ass house.
We would never, have a nasty house, and then you on here talking about somebody else's business with 20,000 videos. Girl, clean up. If you don't want to clean old people's butts, at least clean up your house.
Ulterior motives. Somebody always had ulterior motives. Okay, give me a little more. How does Romeca feel about what happened to her in Holly? We have user and abuser. She's letting her know that her baby daddy always talking about you. She's always talking about her all the time. How does Romeca feel about Holly? Somebody name could be Taylor or Taylor.
Wait a second. Let me rewind.
All right. How does Romeca feel about Holly?
Wait a second. We're just gonna clock it.
Somebody name could be Taylor or Taylor.
We're gonna clock it. Now, who is Taylor?
How does Romeca feel about Holly? Somebody name could be Taylor.
Either Taylor or Taylon. Come to the front of the class. Who is that? Okay, is that a friend? Okay, is that a friend? Yeah, that part, girl. Hey, Brandy, who is Taylor? Okay, so y'all, we looking for a Donovan or a Donald, a Taylor or a Taylon. Okay, come to the front of the class. Shout out to AB for the super sticker and for being a sponsor for today's live. Thank you so much. Yeah, baby, not a nasty house. Okay, girl, clean up today. Clean up today. Okay, because your business being put out there. Yeah, we need a Taylor. We're doing a roll call. Is there a Taylor or Taylon that was a double agent or friend to Romeca or to Holly? Okay. She don't want to clean nothing. She don't want to clean the house. She don't want to clean baby's booties. The baby's still up in the diaper, up in the car while a whole shootout is happening. She don't want to clean old people's butts. Like, stop it. Okay? Stop it.
Taylor or Taylor. All right. How does Romeca feel about Holly? Get a new phone and get a new number.
Uh-oh. Remember, Romeca had gotten a new number. Okay. Carlos didn't know about that.
She feel like she had to get a new number and a new phone because of her.
They were probably calling and doing
What
prank
else?
calls.
What else does Romeca want us to know? Trouble has found your enemies. We have opening up a new business. And somebody's a Cancer, like I said. Who is the Cancer that Romeca is referring to? We know Holly not a Cancer. Who is the Cancer that Romeca is referring to? She talked too much.
Uh-oh. Whoever it is talking too much. And they are Cancer.
Whoever they is. Okay? It says incest family. Alright, so we had when I lost you, I lost everything. Alright, any other messages here for Romeca and how she feels about Holly? Said you was a bad parent.
See, girl, we knew it. Okay, we didn't even need the card to tell us that. We already could see that. I just gave y'all some reasons right there. Okay, I didn't even need a card. About her reactions. Okay, that yeah, you're not doing what you should be doing. I could see that too, T. Smith. And this morning when I was coming home, I said I hope they don't try to go to another country or something while they're out free when the pressure starts coming. Okay, so we didn't need a card to tell us certain stuff. You don't even need a card. We already peeped it. Okay.
So she don't appreciate this person saying that she was a bad parent. The jealousy is killing them. Graveyard magic. The karmic feels embarrassed by you. Your silence is humbling a lot of people. So she would stop talking to people. It says 4 to 15 years in prison.
Uh-oh. Wait, how long she might get? Child, how long? Let me rewind that little part. Okay.
The karmic feels embarrassed by you. Your silence is humbling a lot of people. So she would stop talking to people. It says 4 to 15 years.
Uh-oh. We might have a little guesstimate. We'll put this in the file cabinet. Yeah, Nick, she went past that. And what I respect about this content creator is certain sensitive information. Like yesterday, she was going through something and she said, I'm not going to even put that out there. She doesn't put out everything. Okay. So I don't know. I don't know if that was pertaining to Holly or Romeca. She just went past that one. But 4 to 15 years. We're going to put this in the file cabinet just in case. Okay. Y'all clock that. 4 to 15 years. And we don't even know which one. Okay. Because we are thinking there's multiple people that could be found guilty in this case and involved in this case. Remember yesterday she had brought out that there are possibly like some group chats that were taking place where people were doing a lot of talking in these group chats and probably planning a lot, okay, of what was going to happen. One of the group chats was allegedly one of these the gym buddies group chats, which is where that text message came that Carlos was on his way to the gym. And Romeca's cousin was surprised that he wasn't there by the time, all of this happened because he had said that he was going to the gym. AB said that's not enough, right? They need to snatch them passports, okay? Because see, right now it's going to be quiet. They're laying low, okay? They're laying low. Carlos has a team that will speak up for him. Now, Holly, she doesn't really have she does have some people speaking up for her, like Ladre, her aunt. But I think with Carlos, people they're a little more bold, like they'll infiltrate certain chats and things and try to come up on those panels to really, really take up for him. Right. The whole time she was talking about herself. Okay.
Prison. All right. All right, I think I'm going to drop it there. This was not meant to be a very long video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading and it brought some clarity to how she feels about the person that took her out. And yeah, if y'all want to comment down below, please do so.
Okay, shout out to Divine Psychic. We appreciate that video. And thank you for the shout out yesterday. I shared that on my community wall. I appreciate that. Yeah, y'all. So I feel that a lot of the things, some of this, it really gives some confirmation to some things that we've already kind of thought through pertaining to Holly. Okay. She made a lot of the little videos, the little posts. She deactivated her social media. And I wonder, I'm like, an innocent person would have kept that. One reason I said I would have kept that is if Romeca was stalking you and doing some of the things that you said that she was doing, guess what? Right now would have been the time for you to show those posts, to show screenshots, to show, see y'all, I got my social media. And look, she was all up on my page. Baby, look at this. Okay, child, we only see a restraining order with some stuff listed out, no screenshots, okay, no, nothing. Why did you deactivate your page, Little Miss Innocent? I just want to know. At least Carlos, he at least brought his back. Okay. You really trying to get away. You don't want anyone to see anything you were doing. Okay. Where's Rebecca? Okay. And then who is Taylor or Taylor? Who's Donald or Donovan? We want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Miss Lady said Romeca could have lived more than 15 years if she didn't catch a terminal illness. That's not acceptable. Wait, what happened? If she didn't catch a terminal illness, it's not. Who? Miss Lady? I'm confused. Hi, Melish. Welcome. Or Melish. I hope I'm saying your name right, girl. That's because Carlos likes attention of all kinds. Right. I think he's trying to garner some sympathy. Okay. He's trying to make sure, look, now if all else fails, let me make sure I can get some sympathy now. He's trying to make sure the people see him as this sad baby daddy that just wants to see his son. He felt that this was the worst day. He had already admitted to Romeca's mom that it's his fault and all of that. Just playing this role, okay? Trying to play this game. And to me, that very thing may backfire. Okay, because like Romeca's aunt said, they were trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. But in the beginning, the stories that he was telling them was not what was coming out in the evidence. Now, something else, y'all, this is the hard part. And I think someone was, I think Gigi. What I can do is say Gigi will ask some tough questions, and she'll probably ask questions that most people probably wouldn't ask sometimes, but it's some stuff people probably wonder. Okay. And one thing that stood out that day, right before Romeca's sister and aunt came up onto her panel, one of the questions that she asked was, did they think that Carlos was capable of doing this to Romeca? And I wonder, are they ready to hear that answer? Let's just say it wasn't all Holly. But did he also have a hand in this? Because we got to consider, y'all, this man knew her family before they even started dating. Okay. Then he would even eat with them. You know, like it's almost like one of those Judas situations where you sitting at the table, okay, eating with the family. And now one of their loved ones is gone. How do you explain that? This happened on your time. Because now this has broken up a whole family. Okay? It's broken up a whole family. And it's a whole new journey for her mother specifically and her son. Because it's definitely a journey when you lose a child, and it's definitely a journey when you lose a mother. Okay? Your life is never the same in both instances. Meaning it was said they could get 4 to 15 years. Them years is not acceptable to me. Oh, I got you. Got you. Okay, right. 4 to 15 years. Right. Mm-hmm. And I think too, if that's the case, y'all know we just putting that in the file cabinet. If that's true, then what would be the charge? Okay, because as we could tell with Latoshia, they had indicted her for first degree murder and attempted murder, right? But by the time she went through the trial and the evidence and things were presented, she got convicted of lesser charges, second degree murder and reckless endangerment. And I guess they probably said reckless endangerment because her focus was really on taking him out, and she told the lady to move. So in the attempt to shoot him again, because remember, she reloaded the gun, she shot the wife. Okay, so maybe they just felt like that shot wasn't intended to take out his wife. She was making sure she took him out, and she was repeating, "You broke my heart, you broke my heart, you broke my heart," as she was shooting. And then she reloaded. Some women are blinded by the obsession and the love that they have for that man. And I feel that in Holly's situation, she was blinded by not just the love that she had for him, but blinded by the love she so much desired from him. Something about her gives off she is not happy. Okay, she's not happy with her life. Just because a woman can go here, go there, perceive themselves to be beautiful and all of this does not always mean that they're secure in who they are. And that comes across in her videos. She seems like her mind is still like high schoolish. Some of the stuff she said, something that a high school student would say. And I'm not sure if she's matured to that level. I looked at some of the skits and videos that she did on her Instagram page, no, TikTok page, and it just seems like a little girl. And this was like a few years ago. And I think like I said, we know allegedly he found her on OnlyFans, okay? Child, you can't fall in love with a man you find at the strip club or OnlyFans. Let this be a life lesson to anyone out there. Okay, they see you for what you are. They found you on OnlyFans. That's as deep as it goes. But I think he also picked up on what I'm picking up on, that he could use her. I feel that. He saw she loves me. She wants to be with me. But his heart wasn't with her, and it still isn't, in my opinion. And he felt that she would be the one to go through with this for him and take the fall. She was the one that went and got that restraining order. She had the license to carry. He knew he couldn't because he knows that he'll go down for a long time if he had gotten caught with that gun. Okay. Shelly said never. Okay. Hey, Terry. Yes, he had a hand. He played them both to the point they never got a chance to form their own opinion of one another. Neek, clock that. And I'm glad that you brought that up because have these women laying aside any of what the friends been telling them in their ears, laying aside the jealousy, laying aside she hating on me, laying aside she get on my nerves, and really say, look, let's sit down and have a conversation. Do you know how much they would have probably seen that he was doing behind the scenes to both of them? To have them going against each other, the lies that would have been exposed, the stuff that he probably told one that, y'all, if they had really had a conversation. But they never really had a chance to have that conversation. It just went left. And he is the common denominator. Yep, the whole family's lives will change and never be the same. Okay? When you give someone the benefit of the doubt, they benefit from the doubt you have in yourself. Ooh, trust yourself and believe in your spirit is God's protection. Yes. Clock that. I love that. The highest point. Yes. Oh, okay. Okay, Tablee. That's sad. Also, they will factor in Romeca had a young child. Romeca's family should sue the city. That would definitely get the ball rolling. Okay. Whew, they don't want to pay more money because y'all know they've been paying paying out some money for settlements. My sister's boyfriend took her out and like to kill my family because we loved him. We are broken to this day. Oh wow, Elaine. My condolences to your family. I'm so sorry. And it does change you. She lacks empathy. Right. I can see that. I can see that. Right, Brittany? Uh-huh. It gives that. It gives that. Because when I was listening to it, I was like, this so high schoolish. Now I can see you had some big stuff on there. Girl, I would never key up somebody's car over me. But you're talking about a jacket, like some of the stuff, like it wasn't a cab. Okay. It really wasn't. Like she's going to a party, her own party, being chauffeured. That's not a roast. I mean, she got a good job. Okay. That's not a roast, girl. It just shows us how immature you are. Who talks about older people like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, it just wasn't funny. And I hope her friends didn't laugh. Like that girl, when she was in the video with that friend, and I don't know if that's Rebecca that's in that video with her and is asking which friend is most likely to do this or that. We knew it was some problems even in that video. Okay. Her friend should have told her, girl, get some help from that video. Yes, exactly. They look sad. Thank you, Terry. He would get charged too, besides Holly. Hi, Miss Lysander. Welcome. And prayers to you and your family. And you have my condolences as well. He definitely used her because you can see she wanted that ride or die position. Shelly, girl. Okay. Say that again. Justin said Romeca was Taraji P. Henson at the end of that movie Obsession. Obsessed with Holly and couldn't stand the fact that Carlos moved on. Well, Justin, it looks like Romeca doesn't have any of the I would never videos out there. Okay. But Holly, we found like 20,000. So who's obsessed with who? Okay, that's all we're trying to figure out. Good morning, Tion. Hey, Brittany. Hey, sis. Yeah. Well, I don't agree with Holly's behavior. I'm always careful about how much time I think she should get, mainly because you can't play with people's minds or feelings, but God can do a work in Holly. Clock that, T. Smith. That's good. Yeah, I agree. And if she wasn't mentally there, and like I said, I feel that she needs to pay a price for what she did. Okay. But there are also other factors. I get what you're saying. Okay. Now, I feel that should have been directed towards Carlos and not Romeca. See, you gotta get with the common denominator person, not the other person. If you're married, you need to get with your spouse. Your spouse stepped out on you, not the other person. If you're dating someone they cheat, you need to get with that person. Okay? Not the other person. Because I still feel that Romeca was not on what they wanted her to be on that day. She was already running late, and if she had a whole problem, it would have been with Carlos and not Holly. Why would she have a problem with her that day? When she just dropped her son off, took out time to write out a handwritten letter, note to her son, put it in his lunch, posted it on social media. Running late for work. And if you are a mother, you know how morning duty is. I told y'all the other day, I feel like I'm a law enforcer. I'm a psychologist. I'm a nurse. I'm a mom. I'm a pastor, a preacher. Okay, I'm all of that in the mornings. Okay, as you're taking these kids to school, you trying to get them there on time to get breakfast, you running behind, you hungry. Okay, you want to get coffee. Your mind is there, not on fight. Okay. And if she wasn't, and we haven't, like I said, we haven't seen the video footage. We haven't seen any video footage. If she was trying to get back into her car, this is like from a close confidant of Carlos is saying this, that allegedly Romeca did get back into her car at some point. So who was trying to leave? Who was trying to go about their business? And then allegedly that's when Holly, based off the other witness, was antagonizing her, trying to get her to get out of the car. Why? What was your motive in doing that? If that allegedly happened, let her go. If you were so fearful, you wouldn't have even come over that way. When according to Mr. Brown, when Carlos moved his car up, how come you did not get in the car and leave if he was letting you out? I'm still stuck there. If you had a chance, because Romeca wasn't blocking you in. Contrary to some people's opinions, we could see on the video clearly Romeca's car is not in Holly's way. It's to the left and back some, right? So she had plenty of time to get out. Right, Miss Lady? Hey, Shawnee, welcome. Why didn't you leave? That's all we're asking. The aim of triangulation is to prevent the rivals from uniting against the manipulator who uses the conflict to control and exploit both factions. The highest point, you coming with it. Okay, that's exactly correct. See, they don't want them. He wouldn't have wanted them to have a conversation because they would have figured them out. See, narcs, they want to protect their image. They want to stay behind the mask. They want y'all to fight. Okay, to not come to a mutual agreement like this nigga here. Neither one of us want him. Then they team up against you, exposing you. He didn't want that. Okay. Yeah, right. Girl, Brittany, you know what? I didn't pay. I saw what he had put, but I'm trying to rack my brain. Like, which movie was that? Because was that Beyonce in Obsessed? Girl, I ignored it. It went in one eye, not the other. Okay. Because I don't even think that was Taraji. I'm trying to figure out which movie he talking about. You're welcome, Miss Lysander. Yeah, you see, I do, Brittany. I move right on. Let's see. I think ultimately Carlos deserves more time than Holly on this one. He needs a lot of time away from women. Ooh. Hey, Original Bay, good morning. I went back and looked at Ladre's picture since this happened. Okay. Terry said, if anything, Holly was the white woman in the movie Obsession. Come through, Terry. Terry done put the date of it and everything. Shout out to Terry Dow. Okay. Terry said he gonna come with a reference. Okay, baby, go back and look at it when you're trying to be funny. I love it. I love it. Which paperwork, Tabani? Uh-huh. Hey, Original Bay. Clock that. He does. It shows, and on that video that he thought that was going to get a lot of views and things, where he was saying what really happened on that day. Y'all, I was looking, I couldn't even focus on the lies he was telling because I was looking at him. I said, what is he on? Like, it looked like he was on something. That's not no weed there. Okay. This is my opinion. But the way he was slurring his words and barely getting it out, like, and he didn't look like himself on that video. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what happens to him in that video. Hey, Amy, welcome. Let's see, y'all. I'm trying to get back to my comments as far as I got behind. Okay. What should I say? You here to say anything? Ashley sick. Oh, Acrimony. He talking about Acrimony, Brittany? Oh, okay. That is another movie with Taraji. Whatever Romeca had going on with him has nothing to do with her. So, sir, please go somewhere. Right. Exactly. That part. Okay, I keep saying he's crashing out and needs to be committed. We would never pay Justin any attention. They call Romeca to come in someone else's spot. Where about Tabani? His neck getting skinnier and skinnier every video. Y'all silly. Oh my goodness. Hi, Marcella. Welcome. He looked awful. He's definitely not taking care of himself. Child. She said, please block his shit. You know, that's probably Ladre or somebody that knows him. Child, I ignore unless they being disrespectful. I ignore because what facts? We still haven't seen the video. Okay. And that's why I keep going back to that. And I'm gonna keep going back to that. Because that was the last thing Ladre said over here that we were paying attention to. Oh, I'm about to upload the video. Okay. So we still on pause. Okay, anything else? We have nothing to say. We're not paying attention to it or anything. Okay. Anyone that comes in the chat for Romeca is glutting for punishment. Okay. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm just like, and it was one thing that this lady said, Divine Psychic. She had another video. She was talking about the teams, and she said, why have teams been developed in this Romeca case, right? Because it should be team justice for what everyone should want, right? The truth to come out. And I hate that some people use the Romeca's case as a scapegoat to say this is why certain people started turning on each other, certain drama was put out there. No. This is separate from that. Okay. This is separate. This was back on September the 8th. Okay. So let's not associate the fight for justice for this young lady with all of the other foolishness. Because those obviously have been feelings that people have been having, and they just chose this time to let it out. So it had nothing to do with Romeca. Let's just put that out there. Nothing to do with Romeca. Two totally different things. Okay, so please stop associating Romeca's case and this fight for justice with extra drama and extra mess. Okay, because it's a lot of drama in itself. Okay, trying to figure this out with all of the lies that's taking place within the case. Okay, that's that part. So let's not add extra stuff and make it look like it's a part of Romeca's case. It's not. It's not. Okay, if people didn't like each other before September 8th, they finally just used this time to say they didn't like each other. Okay, so please, let's not do that. Let's show respect for Romeca and her, in honor of her, and to her family and friends. Don't use this as a time to say XYZ, because you've been wanting to say that. Okay, let's not do that. That's not nice. Elaine said the drugs isn't working anymore. Okay, I'm saying, like, what? Ebony said she took a break. Okay. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, it was a hot mess, y'all. I was like, man, what happened to him? I don't know what happened to him over the course of this time, y'all. He needs to go back and look at those pictures. Okay? You're comparing a person taking time to make a video to someone antagonizing someone, then turning on the camera. We don't know what happened prior to. Now that's facts. Thank you. Okay? Because my thing is, we would always see the reaction, but we never saw the full picture. We want the full video. Okay, we want to hear your part. And even in the police reports, y'all, we are hearing a reaction. There's not a full and complete picture. For example, go back to the autopsy right quick, and then we're going to get off. The autopsy narrative said that Romeca allegedly showed up at her baby's father and his significant other's house. Why? Why? Where is the full picture? Why would she have shown up there? See, I'm about details. Okay? I'm about details because then we can filter through some of your stuff. Okay, some of the lies. Because for one, that's not even her house. If we're going to go there. And I don't think it's Carlos's either in his name. Okay? Allegedly. I'll say that on top of it. So whose house was it? Whose house was it? Let's take a look at this right quick. Okay. Per Officer Vera, witnesses on the scene reported that Blackman came to the residence of her child's father and the father's female significant other. Why? Whose house? Okay, keep going. Blackman began arguing with the female significant other. Why? How come? Over what? Which escalated to Blackman battering her. How did it escalate? What caused it to escalate? What did Holly say to her to make her want to batter her? The female significant other then took out a firearm. From where? Why? Were there other options? Where did she get the firearm from? Was it loaded? And shot Blackman once in the chin and once in the thigh. Neighbors reported hearing 5 total gunshots. How many? That's not how many were found. This is when emergency services were notified and discovered Blackman lying in the middle of the street. In the middle of which street? Cermak, or right there in front of his place? Which street? Police Officer Vera, did you verify where you were when you saw her body laying in the street? Because had you verified where you were and you saw a body laying in the middle of the street and you're a whole police officer in that area, you would have noticed there's not a place the first that could have looked like his place. Okay, what are the lies about in this part? I'm just still trying to figure this out. With the multiple apparent gunshot wounds, police confirmed the female significant other, which is the offender, was currently in custody. Wow, how come y'all put her in custody? I thought it was self-defense. What info did y'all have here? Why did y'all put her in custody? Did she say something? Because in the other report, she had said something. Were there witnesses saying lock her up? On this report, it doesn't look like it. That she was the shooter? Did she confess in this report? Approximately 3 shell casings were located on scene. Oh, well, what are other 2? Okay, y'all found 3, but y'all said the neighbors and witnesses heard 5 shots. Where the other 2 went? And the suspected firearm used in the incident was recovered by police. Apparent blood was noted on the car. It was which car? Romeca's car? Holly's car? The neighbor's car? Carlos's car? Which car? It was parked by the residents. Whose residents? Because all of those cars were not even parked by the residents. So which cars did y'all find blood on? The police confirmed the reports because the incident was captured on video by police POD camera. Well, is that a lie? Because some of this is a lie. So the POD camera got all of that? They saw all of the blood on cars at a residence? Well, on the video, the actual videos that we've seen, those cars were not even parked in front of a residence. So how did a POD camera catch that? We're just trying to understand. Are we just putting that in there? Because also the scanner, it said no relevant footage was found of an actual fight. So why was that put in there? I feel it's the people with the CCL is riding with Holly because they truly feel they are in the right to do what Holly did, which is all the way wrong. Okay. Oh, girl, I'm not even trying to. It's not even worth it. Okay, I ain't even trying to look. I'm just saying, we got questions. Yes, Frodo. That was very sloppy and careless in the beginning stages of this. Because then you're saying that the police, see, this makes the police look worse. It said that the police, y'all, pay attention to that last line. Because, see, we put stuff in reports just to put stuff in reports. You said that the police confirmed these reports because the incident was captured on video by police pod camera. But we're saying, how did you capture that on a pod camera when all of these facts are not correct? Which one is the lie? The report or the camera part? Because we know based off of footage, this did not take place directly in front of his residence. His residence was down some, if you cross the street, and down that street. But if you're saying, this is why I key back into the body part. If you're saying her body was in the road, okay, you are in the street, what street? It was not in front of his place. That was on Cermak. So we can't even say and have the argument, oh, well, people are saying it happened in front because he lives right over there in the area. Okay. And at the beginning, I've also said both sides of that are right. If you draw a diagonal line from his place across the crime scene to the school, that happened directly in the middle of a diagonal line. But however, if you're going to put on a report that her body was in the street, okay, you have to be capable of putting correct information. That street was not the street directly in front of his residence. And we have proof of that. But then you put in here that this was caught on pod camera when it's not even correct information. So which report is right? And if the scanner part is saying there's no relevant footage, who's lying? Okay. So this should dispel right here. Either the police autopsy report is wrong, our eyes are wrong. Okay. Who's lying? Because I know what my eyes saw, and it wasn't her when we saw the videos and Romeca was on the ground, was not in front of a residence. That was down the street. Okay. So this is why I say, y'all, they know that they dropped the ball. And I believe they are trying to fix it because they know they dropped the ball in the beginning. They took this from witness number 3. And we know who that is because notice here, Carlos is not even mentioned. The only time it mentioned him or referenced him was when it said child's father and father's female significant other. That's it. It doesn't say anything about him trying to move a car. It doesn't say anything about him trying to stop them. It doesn't say anything about why Romeca would have wanted to come to his residence. He left himself out of this report. Why? The focus was on Romeca and Holly in this report. And to give evidence as to why she could have shot her and used self-defense. So we're still waiting to see this pod camera footage that y'all said y'all used to confirm these details. Okay. I want to see that. I'll wait. Because I'm still trying to figure out what are they going to use to confirm that. Romeca had a lot of love to give just to the wrong man. Okay. She didn't deserve this at all. That queen Romeca was made for a king. Say that again. It takes strength to walk away. Yes, I agree with that. Holly, weak and scary. Open book, that statement had me laughing. They wrote a whole movie script. Okay, girl, what movie was this? Because this is not what we saw with our own eyes. And I know I'm a believe my eyes. Okay? I'm going to believe my eyes. Right, Patricia? That's what we keep saying. Vengeance is mine, said the Lord. It's coming. They will pay one way or another. You can't fool him, though. You could try to put the wool over our eyes, but you cannot fool him. why you would put witnesses and then put a name to them. That part, Brenda. What witnesses? Who? Carlos? Oh, you don't want to put his name in here? So you just generalized it, witnesses? How many witnesses? How many? If you pull up to a scene, your first, the area you have to know where you are. Thank you. Someone trying to cover this case. Ashley. Okay. Y'all need to list more info in this report. See, they need to put these documents, they need to put the police report, they need to put that video that's out. All of this needs to go to a training of what not to do in a police department. Okay? Other police departments, y'all need to get this. Y'all need to go ahead, show this to your people. This is what not to do in a case. Okay? Because it looks like a cover-up to me. This is sad. Like, seriously. You had that many errors in this report. Who is Officer Vera? They need to pull her. Because, ma'am, what were you doing? Who did you verify? And then right here, y'all see, let me move this comment. Y'all see in this last line, because see, she's going to try to put it off of somebody else. It said the police. Who? Which police? Officer Vera or some more? Now, this narrative that was written here was a summary in the autopsy people, medical examiner, okay, took police reports to put this together. Was it because a lot of information was left off and they put it into their own words? Was this a phone call? I'm just curious as to the person who put this summary together. And y'all, we talked about the telephone game yesterday. Things get lost in translation. Okay. So did they call them and give them this info and they just type it? Was there a report, police report that they went by? Because this doesn't even match the other police report fully. So the medical examiner, if he put this here, he's saying, well, they telling me they confirmed all of this from the pod camera footage. They put the little note. Don't let me type. Police confirmed reports of this incident. They captured it. Okay, from the pod camera in the area. Bam. Did they? Okay. Clock that, Miss Lady. Yeah, Aurora, it was for real. That was in the autopsy report. Yep. She sure did. She said that yesterday. We praying that there's not a female judge. The one that's shady that she mentioned. Now, if this one in favor of getting to the bottom of stuff, hey, okay, come on with it. But not a shady one or one that can be bought. We praying there's none of that taking place in this case. This is serious business. Someone lost a life, okay? And we are seeking justice for Romeca. We will continue to shout that. It can happen at any day and any time. We just pray that there is justice for her, okay? I want to give a special shout out to the sponsors on today, Neek, Elaine, Sunshine, AB. Thank you, ladies, so much for being sponsors of today's live. I really appreciate that. Y'all, make sure you hit the like button. That is for free. Okay, let me look at our poll for today as well. If you want to support the channel, you're welcome to send a super sticker, super chat, Cash App, or buy a coffee. And those links are in the description field of the video. Wait a second. Did I get all of the votes? But baby, it's on 100%. Okay. Hold on. Let me see something. Wait, did I have two? Yeah, did I set up two of these? I did set up two videos. I just noticed that, y'all. How did it click twice? Hold on, give me 1 second. Because I want to put I'm going to have to delete this other one. How did I have two live set? So we had some people to vote on the other live, y'all. Oh my goodness. So this one didn't even have the poll? Oh my gosh. How did that happen? Let me put my that's why I can't even do the poll, I don't think. Hold on. I was like only 7 votes, but it was 100%. It was 100%. I said, no, wait, all these people, you mean to tell me only 7 people voted? Hold on, let's here. Yep, I don't even think I had it on here. Well, it was 100% on the other lot. I gotta delete the other one, y'all. Some people were over there waiting too. My bad. But 100% said that it was premeditated. Okay. It was premeditated 100% on the poll on the other live. So I just deleted that other one. I did not even realize that there were 2 lives. Okay. You weren't given an option to vote. Right. It's on the other live. I don't know how YouTube had 2 lives going for me this morning. Oh my goodness. So yeah, on the other live, and I guess everybody jumped over here, 100% said that it was premeditated, that Holly premeditated it. It wasn't like a random act. Okay. It does sound like a lot of shady stuff was going on with this. Vera would have done better saying she don't know what the hell is. Wait a minute. Brenda. She said she would have been. She didn't know the hell was going on. She'll be like us. Okay. Thank you, Elaine. She would be like us because we don't either. We trying to figure it out too. Because see, now her name, though, this is the thing, y'all. Her name is on that. You see what I'm saying? They're going to come to her because it said per Officer Vera. They're going to come to her. And ma'am, what happened? Okay, what happened? Because this is not right. The devil makes you shine in the beginning and fall at the end. God's blessing is eternal. His love never fails. Judas betrayed Jesus with a kiss, then committed suicide. One way or another is coming. Yeah, that can happen because of the guilt that he felt. Okay, the guilt. And he knew what he did was wrong. That's been happening to others too. Wow. He knew what she knew what she did was wrong. Nobody has to tell her that. He knows too. So no one has to tell them that. They're walking around with that guilt every day. They know it was wrong. They know that no matter what they thought she did or felt that she did was wrong, whether you looking on my page, whether you cussing me out, you done moved on and I'm mad, you knew that did not justify you taking her life. Okay? I think the family needs to get a private investigator to really look into the whole case. I agree, Gretchen. I agree. Y'all, let's light up the chat with pink hearts for Romeca in her honor. And to bring awareness and light to this case. Oh, yes, I am Brittany. Yes, thank you. Look, Brittany be remembering stuff. Almost 50 now, Brittany. Yes, girl. Okay. God is good. So, yeah, I'm like, look, we're going to continue justice for Romeca. And let's see here. Yesterday, her mom, y'all, shared a beautiful tribute video. Let's see if I could bring that up, that I wanted to close out with. And I know that y'all will get to see it live, but I cut the music for the replay people because I know how YouTube is. Thank you, Brittany. Let me share my screen. It is still justice for Romeca.
We miss your presence. Can't believe you're in heaven now. Knowing you was a blessing. The pain we feel.
Start over. It's freezing.
We miss your presence. Can't believe you're in heaven now. Knowing you was a blessing. The pain we feel. Now you're in the clouds. Everything keeps on changing. All the heartache we're facing now. When the sun shines, we know you're looking down. I see your smile, I hear your voice. The times we share, can't believe you're gone. I miss the laughs, we miss your presence. Can't believe you're in heaven now. Knowing you was a blessing. The pain we feel, now you're in the clouds. Everything keeps on changing. All the heartache we're facing now. When the sun shines, we know you're looking down. I see your smile, I hear your voice. The times we share, can't believe you're gone. I miss the laughs, we miss your presence. Can't believe you're in.
Thank you all so much for joining on today. I pray you all have a blessed day. Until next time. Bye-bye. Hit the like button and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell because you never know when I'm going to go live.
You just flip through truth with the open book. If you felt that heat, like share and stay locked in. Another chapter done, but we far from finished. Truth on the mic, yeah, we handle business. Real talk, no fluff, just facts and fire. From the book to the block, we taking it higher. The open book, every voice matters, every lie shatters. Catch you next page.